out
Yeah,
men
see.
like Clive to keep us safe. Your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
Get off me, woman. So she's obviously power hungry
Start.
and only cares about her son that has the powers.
I'm going to sleep.
Good night, wench.
I'm not even half hard.
Eh,
I've not even got a semi. Oh.
And I mean,
This is it then. Time to
just
prove
jumps off. Jesus.
Wishing on a star.
Sure,
I'm
Ben.
a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Like, all the men of this family just sit there, I need some sleep whenever the girls come out. Welcome back. We are at sunrise in Final Fantasy 16. We have just found our way. We have to use our animal instinct, which it doesn't ever get
I'm
explained.
not sure.
So Dave says that we're now actually going to get to play the game.
Yes, now I can actually run a bit. Can use my
What the fuck?
Blood of skilled
Can-
warriors.
Moonwalk!
Yes, I can jump. For the first time in Final Fantasy history, I can jump.
Make sure you get a good edge on that.
Not very high, mind you.
No. No, but give him time. Just leaping. Ah, they've closed the gates. I guess I'll leap away. Leap
There
away.
goes Clive again, prancing around the garden.
Yes. You don't even have to press X near items. They just find their way into my body. These items can
I
yeah,
mean,
bloody.
With enough drinks, things find their way into my
Oh,
body too.
jeez. Ah, no. Do I want to go up there? I think I don't. So like loads of people will just like talk away and stuff, but you can talk to.
Quite the show for us, Lord
So what's the aim of this game?
Any man who can do that.
It's to Final Fantasy.
It's to final some fantasy.
Yeah.
Is that that lassie that we saw in the episode 1? Is she the baddie?
Yeah.
But
His mother.
yeah,
Well, she's definitely given some not so cool vibes,
bad juju.
and there might be a reason for that. Uh-oh. He's dropped his apple.
Yeah, sorry. You did you explain the Mike Tyson tattoo that everyone's got?
It is near.
So they're what's known as branded,
Right.
and you'll see this.
This fine young fella.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like me with short hair.
Yeah. So
No trouble.
Clive is Lord Rosfield's son,
Uh-huh.
the firstborn, blessed by the gift of the Phoenix, but not the dominant of Phoenix.
Right.
Joshua is younger.
The sick one.
The sick one,
that's
he is the
dying.
dominant of Phoenix. So this guy's kind of explaining what's going on here. This guy's a bearer. He bears the mark on his face. He's been branded because he bears the power of the crystal. He can use magic.
Right.
Whereas the guy next to him doesn't use magic.
He's just a peasant.
Yeah.
His good fortune
But
will
in this game, in this world, people who are able to use magic by birth are treated as lesser beings.
Alright.
So he's basically the guy with the brand on his face is being treated as a slave.
Why can't he just zap them all?
Well, that's a very good question.
Zap the downers.
Yes.
We all, my lord.
It's a bit like the story about a story of like ants or A Bug's Life. You know how the ants were like oppressed by the grasshoppers until they realised there was like more of them than
More of-
it's kind of
right.
it's kind of that kind of idea.
I get you.
Of course, he's grateful that he wasn't mistreated by Clive, but he's mistreated by his owner.
When men have superpowers, that's such an ick.
Where's that from? Or is it just a TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be an ick, wouldn't it? God, you'd be so entitled.
Looks like
These
they're getting
powers.
ready for supper.
But see, look, this guy's a branded, and he can use his powers with water to make a well,
Right.
whereas the guy behind him's his slave owner.
I'm having my bearer fill the well, my lord. Best to save. what
Actually,
comes
just
to
turn
the
around and zap him. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Why don't they just zap them? fear of repercussions, I'd imagine. I'm going to go collect this thing. Yes.
Fine display, my lord.
Thank you.
Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
If he weren't such a wank. But yeah, I mean, we don't really know what the aim of the game is yet. We're kind of thrown in
Wrists down again.
with very little context, so to kind of explain that would be a bit of a spoiler. And I don't even know what the end goal is really.
Your first objective is to talk to Daddy.
Talk to Daddy. Yes. So again, this guy's a gardener, but he's using his slave to cut the bushes with his wind powers.
I see.
So it's kind of like, yeah. The rich and powerful get to do what they like. Whee! Prancing around the garden.
I have a selection of special skills.
Yes. Prancing is one of them. Whee! Here's Mother.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
She fell down the stairs.
And
What
you
is?
are alone. If
And
you
that
do
was
not
the final fence.
It will be on your head. Do not neglect your duties again. Yes, Your Grace.
How dare you? Leap. Oh, some doors are heavy. You need to
Come
hold.
on, make an effort, pal.
I need to make an effort. There you go. I think that's just.
I love it. There's a tutorial on making an effort.
Yeah. God, put in some effort. We've made this game for you. You need to put in some effort. Oh. Sure. Oh yeah. Okay. There's a cutscene. I was like, well, I'm not sure why there was a loading screen for that, but.
Don't fucking touch me.
Don't play with my dog like that.
That's actually just a midget in a furry
Of
costume.
course. That's actually his dad. God, why do they have to have such big halls?
With fuck all in it.
Exactly, and he's sitting on his throne.
You commanded my presence,
But-
Your Grace.
But does he just sit there all day?
How may I serve you?
Nah, a big plasma screen comes down from this.
All right, you can start licking my boots.
Do
So this
the
guy's cool.
territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches.
It's always the Blight. The
It's
Blight
only a
is just
matter
like
of time.
Classic Blight.
classic Blight.
Fire flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the deadly.
This is very Game of Thrones, by the way.
Even
Alright.
if we were, send them south to
You know that thing you didn't watch?
Yeah,
protect
yeah.
the people following their wake.
I'll get round to it.
Yeah. Well, you'd like it. There's a lot of like killing and shagging.
We must move now.
It's like murder porn.
Yeah, a lot of nudity, a lot of violence. Sounds
Yeah.
like my kind of thing.
Exactly. Just have to ignore all the shit in between.
Yeah.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
It's time to give them the final blow.
At the very least, we must
Why would you always talk about this blowing?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
And the peasants
Am
rejoice.
I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
Yes.
There is something else I would have you do first.
I'd like you to die in his place.
Rodney,
Rodney!
Rodney Dangerfield.
You will have heard the
I thought it was
reports
Lord
on
Murdoch.
shore of beast
Yeah.
Name's Rodney.
Rodney
And
Murdoch.
he just
within our
he
borders.
got so much less cool.
Stillwind marshes.
Sorry for all the Rodneys out there.
The rumors, yes.
Yeah. All the Clives.
You know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will
I met an
travel to
American in
Stillwind,
a bar the other
search it,
day,
and kill
and
it.
his name was Clayton,
Then you
and I
will
couldn't
be
stop slagging him for
Clayton,
his
the
name was
slack
Clayton. Like,
As
he
a
was from Kentucky.
Kentucky? My God.
it is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
Pushing down the stairs.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Do your duty. Make sure you flush after.
Yeah. I don't know whether all the English
That will be
voices will have been
well.
used in the
We ride at dawn.
Japanese version. You know, like
Yes.
usually American voice actors they get. But funnily enough, this game, I don't know, I actually haven't looked this up, but I get the feeling that this game was worked upon. Okay, so this is just telling you that you can check like the lore of the game in the pause menu. So you can like open up the pause menu. Oh, yep. Nope, that's not the pause menu. This is the fucking thing menu. So, oh, I can't do it right. Okay, fair enough. But basically, yeah, if you pause the game, you can like look at lore.
And it's in yards?
Yes.
43 yards? What?
Yeah. So the game, you know how you mentioned Final Fantasy 11, the online one? 14 was also online.
Right.
And the development team that worked on that game, I think, had a big hand in making this game because there's a lot of like similarities in terms of like the layout of the overlay of the yard thing and like the icons and stuff are very similar, and they used a lot of British actors to do the voices of the characters in that game as well.
Right.
And I don't know whether that's just like something they like to do, but it seems to be. But I don't know because obviously the setting is very kind of like European. But I don't know because it was made
How long will
in
you
Japan
be away
whether
this
they'll
time?
have a similar
Not
Right.
long.
narrative. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
4 days, maybe 5.
Did Japan use yards or meters?
And you will be
And,
taking
and is it
Joshua.
miles and or kilometers?
But
I
can't
think
exactly
it's
leave him
kilometers they
behind,
use,
Right.
can I?
And they drive on the left as
but
well,
they
don't
drive
they?
on the left.
Runs in
Yeah.
his veins.
So there's a bit of
They drive on the right
The
side,
war
which
would
is the
Yes.
go
left.
on the right
Correct
Phoenix
side.
it's our way. You know
They
that.
drive on the right side,
Only
which
the
is the
dominant
left, and
can
the wrong
enter
side
the
is the right.
repository, so
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm taking Joshua.
Clear as mud.
To hell with your way. The boy is ill.
You
Wait,
think
now
I
she
don't
cares
know
about him?
that?
She cares about the one with the power of the
Boy
phoenix.
is also
Oh,
the
right.
Phoenix. The heir to the
The
throne.
Order of the Phoenix.
Exactly.
You can't
Another
keep him in
book and
swaddling
movie I've not
clothes
seen.
all his life.
Let's name all the things you haven't seen.
Worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is
One of
a
my
youth
pals
of
got me a
15 years,
poster
he's already
that's
a
like
fine soldier.
you scratch off
Make a splendid
cult
ship.
movies that you've watched because they
You'll
always
see
slag me
more of
about
him
like how
than
I've
the
not seen
Phoenix
classic
did.
movies.
Right.
So he got me this poster. I was like,
Rejected,
start
Elwyn.
making your way through the lists and scratch them off as you watch them.
Nice. How many had you seen when you got it?
I haven't opened it yet.
I haven't even seen the list.
As am I, my dear.
That's funny.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke
It's
of
not an
Rosaria.
obscure Korean horror movie, then I don't want to know it.
Very
You know
true.
as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne.
Hiya.
All is in its right place.
So you're
Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without
Yeah,
men
see.
like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
get off me, woman. So she's obviously power
An
hungry
early start.
and only cares about her son that has the powers.
I'm going to sleep.
Good night, wench.
I'm not even half hard. I've not even got a semi. Oh.
And I mean,
This is it then. Time to prove
just jumps off. Jesus.
Wishing on a star.
Shut
I'm
up,
a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Like all the men of this family just sit there, I need some sleep whenever a girl's coming out. She literally just turned up. Time to go to bed.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Well, you could if you killed him.
Clive, you...
Those fucking sausage hands, man.
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well,
Jill.
if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
And please look after Mummy and Daddy.
Right, I'm going to sleep.
Time for bed.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Hopefully.
Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last.
I assumed the last Final Fantasy was going to be final, but they keep making them.
No.
It's like the Final Destination movies.
Yes.
They just kept going.
They just kept making them.
The next war will be
The cat just got stupider and stupider.
Yeah.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Saw an advert that suggests there's a new Insidious movie coming out.
Another one?
Yeah.
Right.
How many of them are there?
Aye. I've only seen the first one, and that was enough.
Aye.
Fucking Darth Maul is the bad guy. It's
It was so silly. Oh, he does have sausage hands. I didn't notice that before.
yeah. They are. Are they gloves though?
They are gloves.
They are gloves. But
He's not just cutting off. He's not got like anklets that are wristbands that are cutting off the supply to his hands and just getting redder.
Good night, Clive.
Get out of my bedroom. She's like 12 or something. I also don't know what the fascination is with like teenager heroes, because I think he's 17 right now, and then when he grows up, no, is he might not even be that old. But when we were playing as him before, I think he's like 20.
right.
So it's like, okay, he's not quite a teenager, but he's still like pretty young.
Japan do love him young.
Yeah, they do.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
We won't be eating you today.
Don't worry.
I saw a lineup for a festival the other day, and there's a band called Chocobo the Band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like in Final Fantasy font. I haven't listened to them.
Oh,
but
nice.
They're playing a death metal festival though, so I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah. Well, there's a band called the Black Mages that play Final Fantasy music, but like heavy metal.
All right.
And it's the manager is the guy Nobuo Uematsu, who wrote most of the music for the
All right.
series. So it's actually really good.
Well, I mean, that Blitzball song that was in Final Fantasy X, that was pretty cool.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah.
We downloaded it off LimeWire, thinking it was Rammstein.
Rammstein. I still actually don't know who did that one, the original one, because the Black Mages have done a version of it and it's slightly different.
Right. It would have just been written for the
game. I think so.
Yeah.
It was the only one that was different to like, the rest of the kind of.
I mean, it might be a Japanese metal band.
It could be,
whatever.
But yeah, that was awesome. That's another reason it's one of my favourite games. Or my favourite game. I'll eat this chicken while you're away.
I used to just like playing the Blitzball in that game, man.
Did you?
I would just sit and play games with Blitzball, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Good fun.
Yeah, Blitzball was one of the best bits.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
It's Ronald and Donald.
Why are they all sleeveless? Surely that's a big target.
Yes. We can't afford leathers.
'Tis but a scratch.
Yeah.
Tis but a flesh wound.
If there are goblins in
Oh, no, goblins.
Goblin
Goblins.
Yeah.
Policemen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them
shit.
at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command. To the marshes, then.
I just realised that they missed a trick there. They could have called them Wedge and Biggs. Because the Final Fantasy series have always had two characters in the game called Wedge and Biggs, and they're named after characters from Star Wars.
Alright. Another movie I've not seen.
Another movie you've not seen. This is like a whole.
I'm not into that nerd shit.
Man, this is like a whole new world for you.
A whole new.
Let's go to Stillwind. Stop your farting. Let's go to Stillwind. Cut up some goblins. Right, let's do it. So I don't know why, but I mean, it's a pretty big game, but they made it so that like the world map is just icons that you have to travel to, um, instead of like making it one big connected world. But it still works.
It's just more linear than open world.
Yeah, I mean, I thought certainly in the beginning of the game, I thought that was the way it was, but the later the game you go through, like the maps do become more complicated and there's a bit more to explore. So
Right.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
What are you doing in my swamp?
how did you know that was a boss? Lost in the fog. Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Feeling overwhelmed? Oh yeah, there's items in this game that basically make it easy. You can like equip items to
Not exactly the most well-maintained.
make combos for you and like automatically dodge attacks and things like that. It's designed for people who just want to play it for the story,
Right.
which is really good for accessibility. But it's really strange because like it gave you the choice at the start of the game,
Story or action?
story or action, but they still give you the items. So you just have to like not equip them,
Right.
which is kind of weird. But I guess it's just so you can change the difficulty if you need to. People were using it as an excuse to slag the game online, and basically showing videos of how easy the game is, quote unquote easy. But it's because they had all the items equipped that basically plays the game for you.
Oh, right, okay.
Goblins.
Is that goblin?
They're goblin nuts. Yeah. So they're actually pretty gross in this game. I don't know whether because it's an 18 they can be a bit more realistic. Ah, what a fucking idiot. Look at him! They're fucking hideous! I wonder if somebody wants to kill them all. Oh, disgusting. Okay, yeah, it's just teaching me something I already knew.
Got a magic burst all over you.
Yeah. Down with you!
I thought I said goblin manager.
I'd like to speak to the goblin manager, please. Yeah, I've killed them.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
They look like the gremlins from Gremlins.
Gremlins. It's a movie you have seen.
I know.
I know. That's why I referenced it. You can just slide in here and get some items. Just steal the strength on it from some unsuspecting, long since abandoned house.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
Something that they seem, I think that they do to stop you from noticing how linear some of the maps are is that there is no map for dungeons.
Right.
It shows you the overall map, and like when you're out in the field, but when you're in a dungeon, there's no way to look at the map, and I think it's to kind of hide the fact that it's basically just a corridor.
Alright.
It's also so all these fights. I don't know if it matters for like regular fights like that, but boss fights are your loot is determined based on your like performance.
Right.
So like, if you do lots of combos and do lots of damage quickly, and if you don't take any damage yourself, you'll get better rewards and things like that. And there's a way to go back and replay fights that you've done in the past as well. So it's good. I have to say, like, it is a departure from what Final Fantasy used to be, and that is kind of sad in a way. But
things can't just stay the same. You know,
Yeah.
can't just rehash the same thing.
yeah,
Every edition that comes out. So
exactly. Because Final Fantasy, oh yeah, potions get used automatically if you pick one up and you've got full inventory, which is quite nice. It means you don't have to go into your items and like use one. Yeah, it's a fair point. Like, Final Fantasy is the flagship series for Square Enix. It's their most popular title, so it makes sense that they'll want to like modernize it and make it more accessible to a wider audience. It's great.
and their audience is aging.
Yes.
So making it a more adult version kind of makes sense because the same fans of Final Fantasy are getting older. The same way the game is. So
Yes.
But it's like when a band brings out an album you don't like because they've gone a different direction. Just listen to the old albums.
Yeah, that's a good point. If they've changed, then then just move on to someone else, or just listen to the old stuff.
Or just appreciate the
Yeah.
new stuff for what it is. And
Yeah. That's a very mature attitude. But fuck him for changing it. I mean, they do release games in other series that are like the old ones. Like Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default are all series that use the turn-based system, and they usually release them on like handheld consoles or whatever. Because it seems to fit that console more than the modern ones. And so it shows that there is still an appetite for them. People still want those kinds of games, but
look at you making all this effort.
I know, so much effort in me. I mean, it did teach me.
Be a nest of goblins.
It might not be a nest of goblins, but otherwise, why are we here?
Boss fight.
Yeah, it's very easy to determine.
I learned that quickly playing the Uncharted series, is that you could tell when there was going to be a group of enemies.
It's like, a circular room with no way out. I wonder what could be in here.
Goblins.
They don't have very not very loud.
We're trapped.
My lord.
Imagine that.
I'm working on it.
What do you mean you're working on it? Just kill them, like you did with the rest of them. Oh, he's got a horn.
He's the leader.
He's got the horn.
He's got the horn. He's going to tell people about us.
But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Imagine he blew the horn and just went.
Hey, this isn't anime at all. It's hentai. Yeah. In the beginning of the game, it's very much just hit the buttons until they die. You can do like some combos, but they're not very complicated. But it does get a bit more interesting later, so stick with it. And all of this that we're playing right now was actually given as part of the demo for free. And it was actually a pretty substantial amount of the game.
Big Fatima.
Here comes a Fatima! And then the music changes to boss music. So now, formidable foes. But also break wills. Yeah, I have to break his willy. Whee!
Yeah, hit him in the ass.
Sheesh!
Sheesh!
Yeah. Broke his willy. So once they become partially staggered, you get a short opening to smack him in. Smack him in his opening. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say it would be great if I didn't get hit once, but he hit me. Oh, now he's staggered. So that means I can knock him down and like do lots of extra damage for a period of time. I don't know why.
Oh, right in the gooch.
Yes, right in the gooch.
Phoenix him in the gooch.
Okay. I don't know why, but Square Enix seem to love. Oh, he's swinging his big thing.
Look at his back rolls.
Yeah.
Back rolls.
Back rolls. Oh shit! I dodged straight into that one.
Oh, he's got a butthole in his back as well.
Does he? A butt back.
And as you can see, the ass is on the front.
Oh, I just let him hit me with that one.
Sexy body.
Is that you this morning?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, I staggered him. I don't know what the obsession with stagger mechanics is in Japan, but they love it.
We'll have a good staggerer.
Get him in the taint, boys! Yeah, I stopped his knees off. We did it!
Giga Slave.
Giga Chad. Slave. We get experience. Blue stuff is ability points, and gold stuff's money. And we leveled up. Oh.
Hard leather.
Hard leather. Battle rewards. So yeah. Blah blah blah. Rewards are based on performance and include items. Yeah. Whatever. So I don't know whether I did well or not. Like I feel like I did fairly well, but
Would you
maybe
get the
there's.
first time? Same.
I think I might not have even got a reward the first time, so I must have done better that time. Yay!
Come back and fight, you coward!
God!
Before he summons the rest.
Before he summons the rest, right? Let's. Oh shit! Oh, we're still in a cutscene. There we go. Gear and abilities. Yeah, we can basically equip our new gear in the menu. Okay, this is just all telling us all about the stuff. We can change this to. Oh no, it's this one. So we get 10 extra defense.
Get your belt off, son.
Get your belt off. And then we can go to abilities menu and we can activate new abilities using our ability points. So we want lunge, down thrust, burning blade, taunt, swift recovery. Okay, we want swift recovery. That basically lets you jump back up again when you get knocked down.
Get knocked down.
Stop.
Then I get up again.
Charge magic's good. I might just get all of these. Yeah, I can
Split
get
yourself. Oh,
Just get them all. Just get them all.
take a drink.
Take a drink. I'll get all the good ones. And then these are all locked just now. So these are the abilities that you get from Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
I can't get taunt, but I never use that anyway, so it's fine. But anyway, that'll do. Episode 2 of Final Fantasy 16. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you want to see more, tune in next time when we continue on. But for now, we'll see you next time.